Welcome to Home Brewing TV. Today we're going to be making a Grapefruit IPA here in the garage. This one has, well, let's see here. It's going to have a post-boil gravity of 1076. So I don't know, what is that, about a 6 something ABV. It's made up pretty much of pale malt 2-row. It's 94.5% that. And then I've got Dingman's Car Pills, 20% at 3.6% of that, and a caramel crystal malt 20 Lovabond at 1.8%.
And to keep us company today, we have Perry, the IPA pound pup.
IPA pound.
The IPA pound pup, yeah.
All right. He's not a pound. Yeah, well, actually you were. You were a pound pup, weren't you? Mashing. We're supposed to be at 150. Need a little bit warmer. Turn that gas up just a tad. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I'll keep that recirculating. This is something new I've started. I'm trying to see if this helps improve my mash. Every 5 minutes or so, I've just been giving it a stir. And we'll see how that affects our efficiency or not. Because generally I would just keep this recirculating. It clears it up real nice, but our efficiency has been spotty, to say the least. So I'm hoping this improves. I think we're going to do something a little different than we normally do on our videos. We are going to sit down and just talk about brewing in kind of a matter-of-fact kind of way. I mean, you guys have seen us brew over and over again, so we'll kind of piece and put some of that in there, but we thought it'd be a good opportunity to sit down and just kind of tell you things about brewing that we find interesting and like. So here's some of it.
Brewing has affected my relationship with other people in a way that is for the better rather than the worse. Relationships are cemented because you find a common interest with other people, and it's basically based on having fun. It's not work. It's not an obligation. And it's a choice. So it's a fun hobby, and I think my relationships with other people have increased because I just didn't have a whole lot of relationships with a whole lot of people prior to this. It's good getting a hobby, and that's one way that brewing has assisted or benefited me in relationships with other people.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Mike. I've always had friends, but now I have close friends. Being able to bond over a common hobby is great. I got friends now who are actually requesting me to brew stuff for events for them, and that's stressful. Because you're like, when you're making it for yourself, if you end up with a bad beer, it's still your beer and it's not that bad. But if you make a bad beer and you're feeding it to a bunch of people for an event, fingers crossed. It's fun.
My favorite types of beer are definitely those with big taste, flavor, good aroma. So I would have to put IPAs, definitely there for the bitter, and the Belgians, the ales, the ones that impart the strong cloves and banana types of flavors, and the like a Belgian triple. Those would be the best beers for me because I'm a fan of the big flavor, a little bit higher ABV, of course, and those are the better beers in my opinion to make as well, because there's a lot of balance act that goes on to make them properly. Don't get me wrong, love the malty beers too, but those are my favorites.
I have really no favorites. I've thought about it for a while, and I just love the act of brewing. You name something, I'll brew it for you. I just love to do it. It's just the act of the time, the camaraderie, sitting around, having a beer while making a beer, shooting the shit with your friends. It's more the community aspect of brewing than what I'm brewing. Drinking, on the other hand, I love IPAs. I love porters. I love almost any type of beer other than a sour. I cannot do a sour beer. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. It just tastes like drinking vinegar to me.
Paul, what's going on here?
That happened. I forgot I was filling up the water with the sink and got to go outside and start playing with the hops, and it's full. A little too full. We're just gonna clean this up before the wife sees it.
She'll wonder where the nice clean floor came from, won't she?
Well, one section of the floor is really clean, honey. All right. Well, I love brewing. This is the best part.
The ultimate brewing setup? You know what? Truth told, you can make this as electronic and mechanically friendly as possible. But I like what we're doing right now. I like sitting in a garage with the most basic of equipment and actually doing a lot of hands-on work. And the reason is because I feel like I've actually created something instead of just watching a bunch of timers. And you might get a better brew result with all the timers, but you don't get a better experience. So really, what we've got rolling right now, very nice.
I would love, see, I'm just the opposite of Mike. I would love to have all the precise measurements and everything that comes with an electric system that they can hold temperatures within a half a degree in either direction. All the timing is precise, that if I make a beer I love, I know I can recreate that exact beer by having all those exact numbers all over again. But I'd love to do an all electric system, with 30-gallon pots. That way I can make 15 gallons at a time. That'd be great. That's what I'd like to do. I enjoy this. Don't get me wrong, but an all electric system is the way I'd go. All right, it is boil time.
And at the beginning of our boil, we are going to add our Cascade hops.
Half ounce, right?
Half ounce right here.
Beautiful.
All right, now let's watch this thing foam up.
Any advice? Now, we've been brewing for, what, 2 years?
2 years almost, yeah.
Yeah. Any advice that, any wisdom you can bestow upon our YouTube video wonderful fans? Except for that guy.
Yeah. Just do it. Don't be afraid. It doesn't matter if you got it wrong. If you screw it up, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Learn.
If you screw it up, you know what you end up with? Beer.
That's right. It may not be good beer, but you'll drink it. Just do it, I guess, really is my best advice. And if you're thinking of doing it and it looks too complicated, just take it a step at a time. It really isn't that complicated. Put your fears aside and give it a shot. You might like it.
I would say, if you are interested or you just want to get into it, or if you're into it already, find yourself a brew club. Here in Cedarburg, we're in the Brewligans. If you find a group of like-minded people, the wealth of knowledge you're going to bestow upon yourself is ridiculous. Every time I go to one of our meetings, I learn something new. So find yourself a brew club. If there isn't one, organize one. It's fantastic to get around other people that do what you love to do. It was almost a perfect brew day until we started cooling. And then when we brought it out, we noticed that. That sucks. That sucks down to this. So anyway, now we've got about 7 gallons worth of really weak IPA. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe, like, share the videos. If you have any questions for us, we'll of course answer those. Just put them in the comments below. And until next time, keep brewing, my friends.